Hello and welcome back to Daily Planning for Bitcoin and Gold. Today is the 19th of February. Sorry, I just woke up feeling a bit sleep deprived. Okay, so recap for yesterday. Our analysis is pretty spot on. For the first part, you got yourself a deviation here. So, as a rule of thumb, I don't usually bid on the first ever encounter. So I usually fade on the first touch of our POIs and see what happens. So if you were to be a little bit more patient, you could just bid here on the previous highs, and your first POI will be to fade this entire buying volume, which is here. You get yourself a 3R. Okay, but since it was pretty much spot on within our major trend, you could extend your TPs into another extreme of our daily VWAP, which is here, and you got yourself a 5R. And if you also still miss, you could just randomly bid on this particular pump on, I don't know, 1535. Stops on the highs, and as usual, check on this part or fade this volume, you get yourself still what you are. Okay, but as usual, this week I don't trade because I'm still relieving Chinese New Year. And we also get another reaction on the lows, which is quite cool. So what's the plan? Actually, my plan is still the same. Since we don't have any changes in structures, by structure wise I mean value areas to value areas, but given that we're still holding on the momentum, I suppose your minor reaction will be on this particular weekly VWAP. So you might want to see another gap, something like this, a strong pushback, leap onwards, fade back, retest, and that's your cue to go in. Okay, and afterwards, for me, POI is still the same. We still have quite strong reaction here and here. Probably want to pay more attention later on this particular lows. If were any chance we really have a clean breakthrough and then possibly stall for a bit, grinding for a bit, and then retest, and then that's your cue for another leg down. That's for me. Okay, but for now we're gonna stick to our VA to VA rule. Okay, that's for Bitcoin. And for gold, let's see for a bit. Okay, okay, gold. Not the best. We got dupe, but nonetheless, for higher time frame. For me, higher time frame is 1 hour more, but usually I use 4 hour. Not the best doodles, I see, but still maintaining our momentum. Okay, this is gonna be another retest. So what are we gonna see? At the very least, if we were to state the obvious and we want to see the momentum goes down for another leg, you don't want to see these particular highs to be taken, especially the previous highs. Okay, so for me it's a no trade zone. I actually don't have any confidence in making daily trade for gold now. I don't really know, since first of all, after we fade the lows, okay, we have a strong V shape here, and now another V shape recovery positioning here. And if we were to make the inverse V shape recovery, then your target is pretty clear. First will be this white line, and second of all will be this particular puke. That's the perfect V shape recovery. This is a V shape recovery, another recovery. Okay, but our POI, as per se weeks ago, is this higher time frame imbalances, and also our high time frame also imbalances, but on the lows. So technically we are still in the middle of nowhere. Okay, but if you really want to trade, you might want to see this as a particular, let's see, oops, you might want to see weekly VWAP, especially our current weekly VWAP, as a potential reaction if it were to go lower, since it's also aligned with our imbalances. So if it were to dip, then your reaction for gold should be quick. If gold were to went higher and want to make a perfect V-shape recovery. Other than that, I don't really know. Okay, that's about it. I hope you enjoyed. See you tomorrow.